So you may wonder why you've been asked to watch this DVD. Well, in 2008, Paradigm recognised that they had pockets of excellence within the business when it came to delivering customer service. In other words, it depended on who you were speaking to as to what level of customer service you might receive. Our objective here is to raise the level of customer service across the business so that it doesn't matter who you speak to, you still come away feeling you've had a good level of service, whether this is external or internal customer service. This DVD will show you a tool that will help you not only understand the impact you have on customers, but also how you can improve the interaction and experience. By the end of this DVD, you should be able to do the following. You should have a greater understanding of your own personality and behaviour. You should be able to understand the impact of your personality when delivering customer service, and you should be able to communicate far more effectively with customers. You'll know how to reduce conflict situations, and you'll find it easy to take what you've learned here back into your workplace. Firstly, I'd like you to meet a couple of customer service representatives. They're going to have a quick chat with you about what they believe is good customer service. The first person we're going to meet is Dan. He works on the check-in desk for a major airline.
Hello there, I'm Dan Boyson. I understand I've been asked to come along and have speak to you just for a few minutes, which I'm more than happy to do. It's lovely to be here, lovely to be speaking to you. I work for EasyFloat and an airline, and I'm a member of the check-in staff, the team of 8 of us, which is great, they're all lovely people. And I've been doing that now for, 7 years, absolutely love it. Look forward to coming in every single day. Now let me see, what do I like about the job? Well, I naturally love helping people, helping them resolve problems. I mean, we come across all sorts of things. Some of them are quite simple. How do I get to such and such a gate? Where's a such and such shop? Can you find my child for me? Like all sorts of things, Sometimes it's a bit more kind of serious and a bit more sort of difficult to sort out, but I'll always do my best, to help people. In terms of things that I like about the job, well, as I say, I love helping people. I love being a member of the team as well. I love that kind of feeling of camaraderie, helping each other out, having a few laughs here and there as well. And absolutely, I've always enjoyed that. I think with helping people as well, I get very good feedback from helping passengers, both verbal and occasionally written, My name's referred to now and again, which is always lovely, always very gratifying. And I just feel that I have a natural kind of leaning towards that. I've always wanted to help in that way. It just comes naturally to me. If that doesn't sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet a bit too much. But it's something I always will see myself doing, till I retire, really. I get a lot of satisfaction, job satisfaction from being able to do that and making a difference to people's lives. I feel that's what we're there for. In terms of things that are difficult, I have to admit I sometimes come across difficult customers who are very not only demanding but really quite rude, even abusive, which is really uncalled for, very unfair. They talk over me perhaps, they don't respect me in that sense, they don't really want to hear what I have to say in terms of helping them anyway, which is bizarre to me. And sometimes they'd be quite rude to other customers in the queue behind them, which is, I think, really unfair. But I'll always do my best to help those customers too. I'm a professional, but I suppose they're the most challenging people I have to deal with. I've absolutely loved speaking to you. It's been over so quickly. I hope you find that useful, a little bit about me. And very best of luck to you. See you again sometime. All right, take care.
Okay, so that was Dan. What was he like? Well, he seems a very friendly guy. He comes across as approachable, and he's got a caring nature. He doesn't seem to be a big extrovert, and he talks with an easy, gentle pace. His body language was very open, and it seemed like he wants to be liked. And he did say he dislikes confrontation. Dan is a real people-pleasing person who's sensitive to the needs of others. Okay, so that was Dan. Now let's meet Sarah. Sarah is a billing supervisor for a major satellite TV broadcaster.
Hello, my name is Sarah Jones. I'm a billing supervisor for one of the larger subscription TV companies. I've worked there now for, just over 5 years. I started in the January in 2006, and so it's just almost exactly over 5 years. The best thing about my job is, I think it's probably the fact that I like solving problems, and as billing supervisor, a customer will not come directly to me, but will come through one of the other advisors first. So by the time it gets to me, very often it's become quite a complex problem, and so I need to actually delve into it and really find out what the situation is and to be able to solve it. The worst part of my job, I think it's the fact that very often people phone in with a query or a problem, and I'm trying to spend time explaining to them why they have to pay their account or what they've got to pay or that sort of thing, and they don't want to listen, or they interrupt, and that makes it very frustrating for me to deal with. Also, people very often, they sign a contract when they take on one of our channels, and then they don't really want to abide by the rules. So they think they can just terminate the thing and without giving due deference to the rules. And then that becomes tricky because I have to explain the whys and wherefores to them again. And obviously they become frustrated. I think I'm good at customer service. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I think I am, because I do like detail, and I'm very good at giving thorough detail to anybody who wants to know the whys and wherefores of their account, and I'm prepared to do that.
So, what do we make of Sarah? Well, she came across as quite conservative and formal. She's a very structured and organised person. She probably likes lots of lists. She believes in processes and procedures, and accuracy is very important to her. She's quite an introverted and reflective person, and she speaks with a slow pace. And she is task-oriented. Sarah is a good problem solver because she analyses all the options. She dislikes confrontation, as it doesn't give her time to think, and she is definitely not impulsive. Now, let's go to a completely different type of character. His name is Tom, and he's a bank supervisor.
How long is this? 3 minutes? Like, I've got 3 minutes to spare. Anyway, I'm here now, I may as well get on with it. Right, I'm Tom Watson, working for Easy Bank. I'm the counter team manager, all right? They want me to speak to you a little bit about customer service, okay? Well, what I don't know about customer service really isn't worth knowing. So, okay, customer service. Well, as far as we're concerned here at the bank, it's about getting customers in and out, all right, okay? And we give customers basically what they deserve, all right, which is usually a very good service, all right? Now, it's about in and out, because otherwise, especially lunchtime, you get customers building up huge queues, drives everybody mental, customers get, a bit flaky, a bit fed up, and it's tough on the team as well. So to avoid that, I manage it, make absolutely sure that everybody in the team is on top of their game, all right, know what they're doing, handle the queries. If there's a problem, I'm there on hand, I can fix things pretty quickly. Customers go through as quickly as possible, and they're out again. yeah, in and out, everybody's happy. Customers love it, the staff love it, I love it, all right? So that's how it works. That's good customer service, all right? Remember that, write it down if you want to, I don't mind. You can have it for free, okay? Seriously. So that's good. What I love about it, all right, when you get it working that well, the benefit you then get is a team that really work efficiently. They're like a slick, well-oiled machine. They're happy. That means I'm happy. Yeah. What I don't like about the job sometimes are issues, personal issues, that would you believe, that team members can bring into the branch. Absolutely no place, in a work environment for issues about who's left who. Yeah. Who's upset about somebody said this, somebody said that's real life, yeah? We're dealing with banking, all right? So I've cut that out right away. That doesn't happen anymore, all right? Now, it's a bit like dealing with Fergie at Man United, really, isn't it? Yeah, Sir Alex, yeah? The hairdryer treatment. Well, it's not, I wouldn't go quite that far, but they know what I expect. I've made that clear. Customers who can be a bit of a pain. Well, a lot of them can be a bit of a pain. A lot of them haven't worked out what they want by the time they get here, or they can't use simple English to express themselves. Absolutely boring, and such a time-wasting thing that is. So I try and help them, try and get them to refocus, to work out what on earth it is that they want. If I can't do it there and then, look, come back another time, all right, when we're less busy. Don't come in lunchtime and stuff like that. So we can soon sort it out for them. People just need guidance, basically, whether it's the staff, whether it's customers. They just need me to guide them, and I'm more than happy to do that because I'm somebody who's uber focused, knows exactly how to deal with that kind of thing. So that's a bit about me, yeah, and how I work. A bit about customer service. I think you've learned a lot there. That's brilliant. You can thank me later. But I've got to go now because I'm a busy, busy man. All right? See you later.
Excuse me, Tom, will you get back here, please? Okay, as you probably noticed, Tom is very direct and to the point. He hates inefficiency and indecision, and he doesn't suffer fools, and he's task-driven. Empathy. Well, that comes second place to getting the job done. Tom makes quick decisions, not necessarily the right ones. And it's all about the action. He's loud, he's very confident, and he doesn't shy away from confrontation. And, obviously, he just wants to be in control. Now, finally, there's time for just one more.
How are you?
Her name is Carol.
Oh, lovely.
Now, Carol is a receptionist. Well, the head receptionist at a firm of chartered accountants, Benson and Thomas.
Hello, my name's Carol Wentworth and I am head receptionist, don't laugh, head receptionist at a firm of accountants called Benson and Thomas. I know I don't look like it, but I am. I've been there for 10 years. I started off as sort of, one of the menials, one of the team, and then I was promoted, Carol Wentworth promoted. I was promoted to head receptionist, and so I've got two and a half girls working with me. Don't talk about the half, a bit boring. Anyway, and so it's lovely. I love my job. Well, mostly. I love people. I just love people. We get all sorts coming in because we're accountants, and they're really fabulous. Some of them, they have a good giggle and they come back regularly, and they're lovely. I love them. So that's what I like. I just like talking to people. Don't like being boring. And what I don't like about my job, I don't like miserable people. I mean, some people are so miserable. They have a face like a slapped arse. I'm sorry, but they do, It's just, you cannot, no matter what you say, you can't make them smile. Well, if that's what they want to live their lives like that, that's up to them. People who have a go. They look at me and they think, she's an airhead. Well, yeah, I do look like an airhead, I know. But anyway, they say, she looks like an airhead. So they have a go at me. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't handle that. I just, look at you, arsey. They're just awful, aren't they? I cannot handle arsey people. So I'm really sarcastic sometimes. Really sarcastic when they've gone, But anyway, so what else do I need to tell you? Oh, I am good at my job, but I am, I know I'm a bit arsey with people sometimes, and I know I'm a little bit over the top and a bit airheady, but I just think I'm very good at customer service because I'm a people person. I'm a people person. I think I can pick up what people like, what people don't like. And I just want people to have a good day. Smile. You know, you're only here once, aren't you? If you can't have a bit of a laugh, a bit of a joke at work, get the job done, yes, but have a bit of a laugh and enjoy it while you're doing it. That's the best thing, isn't it? So that's what I do. So there I am at my desk, beavering away, having a good time. It's great. Try it.
Thank you, Carol. That was most interesting. So, what's Carol like? Carol is open and direct. She doesn't always think before she speaks, and she talks at a fast pace. She's confident, she's loud, and she has a positive outlook. Her glass is always half full. Carol likes to be the centre of attention. Relationships are important to her, and she's a creative individual. She sees the big picture, but she does not like detail. She's friendly and warm, but when she's attacked, she is a bit sarcastic, and she can be a bit over-familiar. And obviously, she would hate boredom and routine. Well, you've now met our 4 customer service representatives. They're all very different from each other. But what is it that makes these individuals so different? Well, quite obviously, it's their personality. So, bearing that in mind, let's just stop and think about these personality traits for a moment. It's something that has been studied for thousands of years, and there are some real insights into why we are the way we are. And that information can be very useful. It all goes back to 1875, to the psychologist Carl Jung. He in turn based his work on that of Hippocrates from 500 BC. Jung did a lot of research. The upshot of it all was that he identified 4 main personality types, and he called them colour energies. These are blue, red, green and yellow. Jung believes that we have aspects of all of these colour energies within us, but one of the colour energies is more dominant than the others. It is, if you like, our preference.
You are joking, aren't you?
Good customer service involves being able to adopt behaviours from other colour energies when we need to adopt behaviours that are not our preferences. And of course, that's not always easy. When things are going well and the sun is shining, it's much easier to adopt the behaviour of a colour energy that isn't your preference.
Well, I want you to tell me, go on.
But when things aren't going so well, and you're under pressure, we tend to naturally revert to the behaviours of our preferred colour energy. This has consequences, which you'll see later in graphic detail. So it takes a real conscious effort to adopt a different colour energy when under pressure.
Well, no, I found mine, Mr. Wright, a few months ago, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, very good.
How may I help you today?
If you're familiar with the work of Myers-Briggs, you'll see the familiarities with Carl Jung's model. Okay, this is how it works. Blue and green are the more introvert and reflective type of individuals. Reds and yellows, on the other hand, are the extroverts. So the reds and blues will be the thinkers, they're task-focused. Whereas the yellow and greens are the feelers, they're people-focused. It's important to know that there is no right or wrong here. Each has its own value. They have what we call gifts and liabilities. Let's look at blue, for example. The gifts are they're knowledgeable and detailed, they have an air of competence, they ask probing questions, and there's a thorough follow-up. But for their liabilities, the initial interaction may be difficult or stuffy. The questions may be seen as critical and insensitive. They overlook others' feelings and focus on inconsequential details. The gifts for the red are that they're confident and determined. They love challenges, they're focused, and they can influence others. Their liabilities are that they're poor listeners. They can be seen as arrogant, and they may push too hard, and they don't wait for feedback. For the greens, the gifts are they build deep, long-term relationships. They're a natural listener, they're sincere and warm. But their liabilities are that they're slow to adapt. They may lack enthusiasm in asking for a decision. They avoid rejection, and they take difficulties personally. And finally, the yellow. Their gifts are that they're quick to build relationships. They're friendly and sociable. They're adaptable, imaginative, and they're a skillful presenter. The liabilities are that they may lack focus. They may be too casual for some. They may have poor planning and follow-up, and they can lose interest.
So the check-in desk is closed.
For each of us, no matter what colour energy we are, there is one colour that we will always find more challenging to deal with. This will be the colour energy directly opposite our own in the colour energy wheel. They behave completely opposite to the way we do. You'll be having thoughts like, what planet are they on? Or, have they visited Earth recently? So for the reds, it is the green colour energy that is more challenging. And vice versa, of course. For customer service issues, we need to know how these colour energies and our own behaviours affect the service we offer. For example, think of the old saying, treat customers how you'd want to be treated. But now think of what we've just learned about colour energies. Blue will not want to be treated like a yellow, and so on. So that old saying could have disastrous consequences. Naturally, we all want someone who is helpful, friendly and courteous. But please, if you're a different colour energy to me, don't treat me how you want to be treated, even if it is different to what you would want. In essence, if you don't adopt your colour energy to the customer you are dealing with, they may not have a good customer experience. Let's see what this means in reality. It'll make it a lot clearer. Remember you met Dan earlier on? Well, let's see him in action with a customer.
Yeah, well, I'm here now. I'm just going to go in to check it. It's been a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Yeah, Mark, well, I'm here now. Yeah, crisis averted. Yeah, have you got the brochures? Check me in Glasgow, please. And the brochures?
Oh, I'm sorry, but check-in's
Yeah.
already closed.
What?
Well, you see, you had to be here half an hour before the flight as an absolute minimum, and that meant being here by 3 p.m. And it's now 3:08 p.m, so the check-in desk is closed. I'm so sorry.
Hang on, Mark, I'm going to have to call you back when I get through to departures. I've got to write jobs with here. Yeah, okay, call you back. Bye. What?
So I'm really sorry about this, but well, you see, it's the thing is, the luggage has already gone out to the plane, so it's now impossible for me to check you in. And I really wish I could do something to help you with this, but my hands are tied.
Look, it is imperative I get to Glasgow today and on time. I'm not normally bloody late. It was a bloody accident on the bloody motorway.
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
Yes, I am bloody all right. It wasn't my accident, it was somebody else's. And will you stop saying sorry? It's not helping matters.
Oh, okay, well, there's no need to be aggressive with me because, you know, I'm actually trying to help you. And it's very difficult if somebody's being aggressive or quite mean or...
Okay, just stop. Right there. Because I've just noticed on your board over there, it's now saying that the flight has been delayed by 30 minutes. So I think you'll find, officially, I'm on time.
Well, you see, the thing is, normally I know that we're not supposed to check in any more people for the reasons I was just explaining to you. You know, I just mentioned about the
Okay,
luggage
all right,
having gone
I've
on.
had enough speaking to the monkey. I now want to speak to the organ grinder. Will you go and get your supervisor and bring them here immediately?
Yeah, you see, the supervisor's likely to say the same things too, you know, and I mean, couldn't you get a slightly later flight or maybe, you know, get a ticket with a budget airline? Fine, madam. I'll ask my supervisor to come and speak to you, but I'm really sorry that you don't think I've tried to help you. If you'd like to just wait over there, he'll be down shortly.
Whatever.
Oh, madam, your e-ticket.
Dan is a typical green character. So he's approachable. He's sincere and warm. He showed empathy to her situation.
It was a bloody accident on the bloody motorway.
Oh gosh, really, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
Yes, I am.
Dan's customer, though, is a typical red. She wanted solutions. She wanted action, not what she thought were excuses.
Are you all right?
Yes, I am bloody all right. It wasn't my accident, it was somebody else's. And will you stop saying sorry? It's not helping matters.
There's clearly a problem. Dan just didn't adapt to her style and her needs.
I've had enough speaking to the monkey. I now want to speak to the organ grinder.
Right, let's have a look at a blue and yellow character and how that can go wrong. Action.
Good morning, you're through to Sarah Jones.
Billing supervisor at Air TV. Is that Mr. Wright?
Oh, are you looking for Mr. Wright? Oh, well, I suppose a warm transfer was too much to ask for, was it?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, don't worry about it, love. Forget it.
Look, the thing I want you to do, right, is to remove all the movie channels off my account like yesterday, right?
And you sound like the lady who's capable of doing it. Best part?
Yes, Mr. Wright.
I can certainly do that for you. Before I do, however, I do have to just verify that you are the account holder.
So in order to do that, I need you to give me the first line of your address and your postcode, please.
This is bloody ridiculous. I've been through all this once already. I mean, what does one have to do over there to get movie channels removed?
Look, sir, I'm just trying to help you here. Now, I'm sure you can appreciate...
I have to verify that you are the account holder. It's not only for your own security, but it's for that of the
DPA. So could you please give me the first line of your address and your postcode, please? Would that be okay?
Oh, what, you're talking to me? Sorry, I got so bored at this end, yeah?
My mind just completely wandered off. Right. It's 18 Westwood Road, NW5 1HA. Is that enough for you?
Or would you like my underpants size as well? Hello, are you still there? Or have you nodded off too, eh?
Yes, I was just looking at your account details, Mr. Wright. Could you please confirm to me then that you would like me to remove the movie channels?
Immediately?
Yes, yes. How many more times have I got to say it?
All right, I can now then confirm.
That I've made a note on the system and the movie channels will be removed from your account
At the end of the month. Now this means there will be one more payment to make. The reason for that is because...
Yeah, look, I've been through all of this already with one of the advisors, yeah? And that's why I asked to speak to a supervisor. So are you not really the supervisor?
Yes, sir, I am.
But the rules state that you have to give 1 month's notice if you want any channels removed.
From your account. That was in the agreement that you signed with us.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, yeah, but I had hoped to appeal to your sense of compassion and let me remove them now, because otherwise I really cannot afford to pay them. And you know, it really is going to be a choice between having the movie channels and my kids eating beans on toast for the next year.
So please, come on. You sound like the sort of person who'd come to a poor guy's rescue.
Look, Mr. Wright, I understand that you possibly have...
Having problems like a lot of other people these days. But as I said before, you signed an agreement with us, and the rules of that agreement state
that you have to give 1 month's notice if you want any channels removed from your account. That was in the agreement that you signed with us.
if I were to break those rules for you, it wouldn't be fair on all the other customers, would it? Now, I've put a note on the system, and the channels will be removed from your account at the end of the month.
So, is there anything else I can do for you while you're on the line?
You are joking, aren't you? I mean, first of all, right, I reckon your best stinks, right? And second of all, yeah, if I did want to ask you for anything else, it's not like you've helped me in the first place, is it? And thirdly, how long have I been on the phone trying to sort this out? Right, well, you can deduct that expense from what I owe you to start with, yeah? And bear in mind, when the payment doesn't go through, I tried to sort this out.
Why don't people understand that if they sign a contract, they have to abide by the rules?
So, in that scenario, Sarah, the billing supervisor, is a typical Blue. Sarah is knowledgeable and detailed, she's process and procedure driven, and she's very formal.
Is that Mr. Wright?
Oh, are you looking for Mr. Wright?
Sarah's customer is more of a Yellow. He dislikes lots of detail.
But the rules state...
He's informal.
Count like yesterday, right?
And you sound like the lady who's capable of doing it, n'est-ce pas?
And he doesn't take life too seriously.
Oh, are you looking for Mr. Right?
Sarah's blue personality has really wound him up.
I tried to sort this out.
Remember earlier on, when we were explaining the theory, we said if you can take on the colour energy of your customer, the interaction will go a lot better. Here's Sarah again, being more responsive to the customer's personality and his needs.
Good morning. You're through to Sarah Jones, billing supervisor at Air TV.
Is that Mr. Wright?
You're looking for Mr. Right, are you?
Well, no, I found my Mr. Wright a few months ago, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, very good. Good for you. Good for you.
How may I help you today?
Yeah, okay. Well, what it is, I've just been speaking to one of your advisors about this, and I really need to have my movie channels removed from my account like yesterday. And you sound like just the woman who'd be capable of doing that, n'est-ce pas?
Well, I hope so, Mr. Wright. Let me see what I can do for you.
First of all, though, and I'm sorry if you've already done this, but I do need to ask you, for security purposes, just for the first line of your address and your postcode, please.
I have just been through all of this.
I
Yes.
spoke to the advisor about it, you know.
I know, I do apologise, as I say, but it is for your own security. So if you could just give me the first line of your address and your postcode, please.
Right, it's like national security, is it?
Oh,
And all
that sort of thing, yes.
Yeah, okay. Right, it's 18 Westwood Road, NW5 1HA.
That's lovely. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry about that. As I say,
That's
it's
all
a
right.
bit of a pain.
That's
I
all
know. How can we help you then? You'd like me to remove your movie channels off your account?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like yesterday, to be honest with you, like right away. Yeah.
I see.
I really can't afford them anymore. And to be honest with you, it's getting to the point where it's a choice between having the channels or my kids eating beans on toast for the next year. Seriously. So I need you to help me out with this, you know what I mean?
We wouldn't want that at all. Now, normally what we would have to do is to take the movie channels off at the end of the month, and then there would be one more payment to make to cover that, because you are supposed to give 1 month's notice.
Yeah.
No, but see, I can't afford to do that. That's the problem. That's why I'm ringing now to try and get it sorted out. I can't make another payment. That's why I'm talking about the beans on toast, yeah?
No, I do understand.
Can I make a suggestion to you then,
just a
Mr.
bit,
Wright?
yeah.
If I were to take the movie channels off your account at the end of the month, but we were to spread the payments over
Yeah.
2 months, how would that sound? So, in other words, you'd be paying, let's see, you normally pay £50 a month, and you would be paying now
right, yeah.
£25 this month and £25 next month. How does that sound?
Well, it'd be a bit more manageable, I must admit. Yeah. And what, the channels would still be removed at the end of this month, is that it?
Yes, the channels would still be removed, but it would allow you to spread the payment a little bit more.
A bit more leeway, yeah. Well, actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I think we could go with that. Yeah.
All right, okay. Well,
What will happen next then is we will send you a letter of confirmation that that's what we're going to do, and then we will bill you for those 2 amounts each month.
Brilliant. That's wonderful, yeah.
All right, brilliant.
Okay, is there anything else I can help you with while you're on the line today?
No, that's all I need to sort out. And good luck with trying to find Mr. Right. Or you do? Oh, you found him, didn't you, a few months
I've
ago?
already found him.
Yeah.
Yes,
I won't ask how you found him.
Okay,
All right.
nice to meet you.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.
So, our customer is clearly a lot happier this time round. Sarah has gone from formal to informal, and even sharing a joke with the customer.
Well, no, I found my Mr. Right a few months ago, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, very good. Good for you. Good for you.
She's more flexible with the rules.
If I were to take the movie channels off your account at the end of the month, but we were to spread the payments over
Yeah.
2 months, how would that sound?
He's more people-driven, and she's more task-driven. But she has adapted her style. She's more understanding of his situation.
That's lovely. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry about that. As I say,
That's
it's
all
a
right.
bit of a pain.
That's
I
all
know.
right.
Now let's see a red in action. Tom is a bank supervisor.
Excuse me.
Good morning, madam. How can I help you?
Good morning. My name's Shirley Moon. I've just moved into the area, actually, and I've just started a new job. And when I left my old job, I closed my bank account in the town that I was working in, because what I thought I'd do is to wait until I got here, then have a look what banks there were on the high street so that I could open an account with the one I liked. The thing is, my new company's HR department are actually pressing me for my bank details so that they can pay my salary in at the end of the month, and I haven't yet got round to opening an account. So I thought that perhaps I'd pop in today and open an account with you.
Sorry, what is it you want us to do for you?
Yeah, I thought I just explained. I'm wanting to open a bank account with you so that my new company can pay my salary in at the end of the month.
Oh, well, that could be a bit of a problem today because, you know, we are so busy.
What problem?
Well, we're so busy, you see, and chock-a-block. And as a rule, we don't actually open accounts during lunchtime. What I can suggest, though, is if you come back either when it's not lunchtime, or you could book an appointment to speak to one of our staff members who'd be more than happy to help you with your account then. I mean, would that be okay?
Oh, it's a bit tricky really because, you see, I work in an office where we have to man the phones all day, so we're allotted a time to go out for lunch. And
Yeah, Jane, I'm aware. Yeah, I can see. Busy. Yeah. Sorry, where were we?
I'd have to speak to one of my colleagues to see what time I could go. As a new girl, I don't want to tread on anybody's toes or offend anybody by just picking any other time. Oh dear, and you're always closed when I finish at the end of the day. You see, I'm not sure. I really did want to settle this today. Oh, I feel probably the best thing is going to be for me to go back and speak to my colleagues and then find the best time for me to make an appointment.
Okay, yeah, you have a think about it and then give us a call, and don't worry, I'm sure we'll be able to sort something out for you, okay? I've really got to go over there and help out, all right? So have a nice day.
Yes, thank you.
Tom, being more of a red character, is task-focused. He wants the customer to get to the point.
And when I left my old job,
He doesn't like inefficiency and indecision.
oh dear,
And he doesn't want to listen to a long-winded story.
my new company's HR department are actually pressing me for my bank details so that they can pay my salary in at the end of the month.
It makes him lose interest and stop listening.
Sorry, what is it you want us to do for you?
He doesn't show any empathy.
Oh, well, that could be a bit of a problem today because, we are so busy.
The customer, on the other hand, is a green type of personality. She's looking for some understanding of her situation and empathy.
To go out for lunch. And
She wants to feel valued as a customer. She wants some guidance from Tom, and she doesn't get it. But as we've already seen, it doesn't have to be like this.
Have a nice day.
yes, thank you.
This is what happens when Tom responds to the customer's personality and her needs.
Excuse me.
Oh, good morning. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. My name is Shirley Moon.
Tom Watson, please take a seat.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, the thing is, I've just recently moved into the area and started a new job. And when I left my job in the other town, I closed my bank account in the town I was working in.
Oh, I see.
Because I do like to bank face to face. So I thought the best thing would be to actually come and have a look what banks there were in the town and then decide which one I wanted to use.
Right.
However, I've been with my new job now for about 2 weeks and haven't got round to doing it yet. And HR are lovely, but they're pressing me to open a bank account so that they can pay my salary in at the end of the month. So I've popped in today so that I can open a bank account.
Okay, now the only thing I've got to say about that is that as it's lunchtime, we have a policy of not opening accounts during this really busy period. But it's not
I'm sorry.
It's not a problem, but not to worry, we can make a plan, okay? So an idea that I've got is that how about if you book an appointment to speak to one of our staff members who'd be more than happy to help you out. Would that be okay?
It's a bit difficult really because I work in a very small office and we have to man the phones all day. So we're allotted our times for lunch. Being the new girl, I don't really want to tread on anybody's toes or offend anybody by making an appointment that I'm not sure whether it's a time I can take. Dear, and you're always closed when I finish work at the end of the day. It's going to look really bad if I have to tell HR that I haven't got a bank account.
Sure, yeah. Would you please excuse me? Really busy, yeah. Very important customer, new customer. So sorry. Okay, well, another idea I've got actually is, and this might work. Why don't I give you the application form now? You go away, fill it out in your own time, when it suits you. Pop back, if possible, tomorrow, if you can do it tomorrow lunchtime, say, just hand them back in to us. Yeah. We can process it and get all the information back out to you by the end of the week.
Well, yes, if it's the end of the week, that would be fantastic, yes.
Sure. Would that solution suit you then?
Yes, absolutely, that's lovely.
You'd be happy with that?
I'll bring it in tomorrow, yes.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
Not at all, it's been very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed for your help. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
It was a much better outcome for both of them. Tom made an effort to show some empathy and made her feel valued.
Yeah, very important customer, new customer. So sorry. Okay, well, another idea I've got actually.
To do that, he has to listen carefully to her, and that's just what he does.
I see.
Because I do like to bank face to face.
He's also more flexible and gives her guidance to meet her needs and help her open her bank account.
Why don't I give you the application form now? You go away, fill it out in your own time, when it suits you. Pop back, if possible, tomorrow, if you can do it tomorrow lunchtime, say, just hand them back in to us. Yeah. We can process it and get all the information back out to you by the end of the week.
Finally, let's look at a yellow and a blue together. Carol is a receptionist. Well, head receptionist, actually, at a firm of chartered accountants.
Good morning. Welcome to Benson & Thomas. My name's Carol. How can I help you?
My name is Martin Phillips. I've got an interview with Mr. Benson at 3 p.m.
Oh, let me just have a little looky on my system here then, shall I? Ooh, Mr. Phillips. Oh, I don't seem to be able to see your name. Are you sure you didn't get a little bit overexcited about this appointment and come a day early?
It's Phillips with 2 L's. Can you check again?
That'll make a lot of difference then, won't it? No, I still don't seem to be able to see your name. Oh, just bear with me one moment, please. Good morning, Benson & Thomas. Carol speaking. How can I help you? Mr. Watson. How are you? Did you have a good holiday? Oh, lovely. Yes, and your wife, did she enjoy it too? Yes. Oh, now I expect you're going to want to speak to Mr. Benson, aren't you? Well, you're going to hate me, I'm afraid, because he's interviewing all day. And then he's going off to Singapore at the end of the afternoon. I know. Can anybody else help you? No. Oh dear, yes. 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 May I make a suggestion, Mr. Watson? Could I possibly suggest that I have a little word with Mr. Benson in between interviews and then I'll get back to you? Yes, one way or the other. Okay? All right, I'll do that. Nice to talk to you too. Bye-bye. Bye. Now then, where were we?
Right, now this is the letter confirming my interview with Mr. Benson at 3 p.m. and there's today's date.
Oh, well, I can see you have got an
appointment. Do you know what I think's happened? Mr. Benson has got a new PA, Karen, and she's very naughty because she sometimes forgets to put appointments on my system. So does Mr. Benson, and they both need slap wrists. Just bear with me one moment, please. Reception, Carol speaking. Mr. Benson, I was just talking about you. Yes, I was. Now, I have a very nice gentleman here, a Mr. Phillips, who's all booted and suited and ready for an interview with you at 3 o'clock. And he's not on my system. No, he's not. I think you two need slap wrists. Yes, it's slap wrists all round. Definitely. Yes, shall I send him up? All right, I'll do that. Oh, and then I need a quick word with you about Mr. Watson, but I'll catch you in between interviews. All right, then. Now, you be nice to him. He's very nervous. Yes. All right, Mr. Benson. Yes, I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Really, Carol, that's not the impression I want Mr. Benson to have of me. And actually, that was a very unprofessional comment to make. I mean, and frankly, it's not true.
Mr. Benson's got a lovely sense of humour. You'll like him.
Look, I think I know where Mr. Benson's office is. Why don't I just go straight up there? Otherwise, by the time you've finished on the phone, he'll think that I've not been punctual for this interview, and then he really won't have a very good impression of me.
Mr. Phillips, Mr. Phillips. Sorry, would you mind just signing my little book here? Health and safety, you know. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. With 2 L's.
So, Carol is a yellow, which, if you remember, prefers the informal approach.
Slap wrists all round. Definitely.
She's approachable and friendly, but this can sometimes cross the line into over-familiarity.
Are you sure you didn't get a little bit overexcited about this appointment and come a day early?
It can lead to her not being taken seriously.
Definitely.
She just wants everyone to have a good time.
All right, then. Now, you be nice to him. He's very nervous. Yes.
And actually, that was a very unprofessional comment to make. I mean, and frankly, it's not true.
Mr. Benson's got a lovely sense of humour. You'll like him.
Look.
The customer here is a blue. He'd want a formal approach and to be taken seriously.
I think that I've not been punctual for this interview, and then he really won't have a very good impression of me.
And being blue and being organised, the chances of him being there on the wrong day is very remote, and the suggestion would have been insulting to him.
Then he's going off to Singapore at the end of the afternoon. I know.
By now, you should be able to see the impact on your customer when you don't make the effort to match their personality preferences, or their colour energies, or whatever you might wish to call them. It makes a big difference. The million-dollar question is, can you work out what colour you are? So, let's recap finally on what we've learned so far. There are 4 main personality types. Each has their own strengths and weaknesses, their gifts and liabilities. Treat customers how they need to be treated. Adapt your style to theirs for a better all-round customer experience. And most importantly, you've probably worked out by now what your colour preference is. One thing you could do as well is to go and see your manager and have a chat with them about what their colour preference is. All of this gives you a tool that, if you use it, will improve your customer service.
Okay,
All right. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye. It's been very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed for your help. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.